Joining us now is Saks CEO Marc Metrick. Marc, good morning. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us more about what you're seeing in this data. Is it surprising to see a tick up in luxury spending?
No, we've always sort of said when it comes to the luxury consumer, they are, last in and first out of these moments. And that's what we're seeing. And you put it into the lead. It's the first increase in this type of response that we've seen since way back in May of 22. So it's encouraging.
Any sense of what's driving it?
I think when you look back, and it was an interesting phenomenon that we've been watching. The luxury consumer, 70% of them, even last time and this time, indicated that they felt comfortable with their own financial situation, but were more concerned about the overall economy. And since this is more of a sentiment-based consumer, the luxury consumer bases it on that, we're starting to see them feel things are going to be, and I'm going to use a technical term, less worse. I'm not saying they're not still concerned, but they are less concerned than they've been. So I think you're going to start to see that move into their psyche as well.
Wonder how much can be chalked up to the fact that the market was tough last year, and it's up 16% this year. NASDAQ's up more than 30% this year. How correlated to that is the luxury consumer?
I think it's the broader space. Obviously, the market's a piece of it, but also it's what they look and what they feel. They see the IPO markets are opening up. I mean, we're talking about one today. We had a great one last week. So it's just everything as far as the capital markets go. It's also just, again, overall sentiment. People want to feel good about spending, and they can't if other folks are under pressure. And Carl just showed it. It's across differing income strata, but it's there.
Marc, interesting. Sarah mentions the difference between spending on goods and services. What do we expect to hold up better over the long term? Luxury travel, for example, or luxury apparel, let's say?
They're actually pretty tightly correlated. We consider ourselves a GOAT. We are a go out and travel business. So when you travel, you want to wear luxury or use luxury to travel. In fact, our respondents indicated as such. Over 70% of them have a trip planned, and about 70% of those people said, hell, I'm going to buy something new and luxury to either wear or travel with.
What's happening on pricing? Has the inflation in the apparel and accessory sector come down at all?
You're not seeing pricing moving. We've chatted about this. Look, inflation isn't necessarily something in luxury that moves around. There's this is supply and demand game. And, you're going to see the prices, kind of stay where they are. And we're going to just figure out how to create scarcity and how to create a much demand for it. But we have seen the consumer has indicated, the 42% of folks who said they were going to spend less actually said it's going to take a sale and I'm willing to wait. About, 75% of them said I'll wait it out, which has been sort of what people have done in the past as well.
Right. Finally, Marc, we did get an upgrade at one firm this morning of Ralph Lauren. They point to cotton down by a third in the last year and a half, pretty good inventories, margin upside. I just wonder if you're seeing that kind of story spun out across your universe right now, even sort of concerns about China, for example.
No, look, I think that the brands are doing a great job of managing their own supply chain and their businesses, and they're so globally diversified. It's a bigger story than just one element of it. But I'm very happy to hear Ralph is having the success they're having, and I'm sure a lot of other folks are balancing the same way.
Is it still the going out clothes, jackets, coats, wearing to work? Is that still what's working?
Yeah, what's working is that, and really, and I'm not saying sneakers are dead, but sneakers are certainly being pushed aside a little bit for more of a shoe. But again, it's just like what we talked about last time. It's comfort. She's getting into the ballet flat. Whether it's embellished or clean, it doesn't matter. And he's getting into the loafer. And as far as, it's evening, it's going out. And jewelry, don't forget about that. They're stacking, and they used to be stacking on the wrist, and now they're stacking around the neck with a layered pendant. So that's a jewelry trend that we love at Saks. And if you're wearing it, it's going to be red. That's the color the team keeps talking about. So trust them.
I love that.